Soriano led off by flying out to left field. Woo! Changeup got him.
Well, and Carl, that wasn't even a good changeup.
Obviously a lot more on television. Pujols to short. Vizquel. 3 up, 3 down. And a good job by Johan Santana. He's here calling balls and strikes. 1-2. Vizquel slaps it over the head of the shortstop and into the gap. First hit of the World Baseball Classic, and he's on his way to second, and he'll get in there standing up. Through 9 in the first. Inside, ball 4. First and third now for the Venezuelan team. For the Marlins last year. First pitch to Miguel, double play is Colon's best friend. He is going to get it. Albert Pujols with an emphatic punch in the air with a fist. So Colon here. 2-1, there's a drive to center field, and did he get it? Abreu is playing center field at the track, at the wall, it's gone!
Well, Carl, we talk about it. Stars rise in big games, and David Ortiz is a star.
Look at these people going crazy in here. Well, this is how far David Ortiz has come as a hitter. You know, lefty on lefty, and Crucky, you know how different to have to come in with a fastball and get something to hit, because he didn't want to see that.
And he did see it. He didn't see it well. With the Dominicans on top, 1-0. High, and he lost him. Ball 4, first walk of the game, issued by Santana.
Oh, yeah.
Shallow right field and potential trouble. It drops, fair ball. Encarnacion on his way to third. He'll stay there and give Castillo a bleeder for a single. First and third. Up the middle, remember, he's got speed. Oh! There's communication. Encarnacion is in. Castillo to third. He'll be held there. And perhaps being aware of how fast Taveras is. Second and third, Dominicans up 2-0. Soriano strikes out, so it'll end for the Venezuelans in a 2-0. 3-2 to Ramon Hernandez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He'd like to blow Martinez out here, and he does. Well, Bartolo Colon has allowed only 1 hit. It's got him
Line up 40 apiece. And that's if they have bad years, they have 40 apiece.
Around the infields. Off speed, and Santana's going to lose it here. Barksdale checks down. Zambrano's warming up. Victor Zambrano's also on this team. Olu, Vizquel, Alfonso, double play. The other run for the Dominicans earned. It was a home run. There's a hit up the middle and under the glove of Soriano, ranging to his right. Alfonso's at first, and we'll go down to Peter Gammons. Peter, what is it like being so close to the field and the players? Swinging here, another single shot. His timing is there. There's Vizquel, 2 for 2 on the day, and in business now, the Venezuelans. No men out. Guillen, that one is going to be in play.
Infield fly.
Tejada did make the catch. I didn't see anyone signal the infield fly. 1-2 to Abreu. Straight up and playable.
Uh-oh.
Tejada calls off Beltre. It's work out there, not only for
number 80, we'll probably get a call from Terry Ryan midway through that and say he's out.
Beltre rips one in the left, that'll fall, and he is on first base.
Nice. Talked about the adjustment, John, because we're always the second ones that seem to do that. But I think from the American perspective, people are
wanting to fight and everything. They're rooting for their teams, and that's it.
That's trouble. Castillo flares one into right, hangs up there, and Ordonez gets it and fires back.
They spoke English, they spoke your language, and that's the way these guys are.
Strike 3 on Taveras. Look at Carlos Zambrano. Now you do see that from him during the...
I'd rather have Colon having the guy throw into me than anybody else.
Double play ball, Soriano, Tejada, and Hernandez hits one to a double play.
See, I did the Yankees, and he didn't move.
Ordonez slaps one past Tejada. He's going to be on at first. That's a good sign for Ordonez for Venezuela, and the Detroit Tigers too, because of Ordonez.
On the left side, most switch hitters dial in a little better left-handed than you do right.
He dialed in and not swinging at that pitch. It's ball 4, and Batista hit it. Alfonso, that one's got eyes. It's going to drop in front. Ordonez rounds third. He's going to score, and they threw behind the runner at first, but he's back safely, and Luis Sojo was right. It's going to change, and it has. As Venezuela's on the board 2-1.
We talked about it.
Venezuelan crowd into it here. Rivera down the line and right. And that's the inning. So he gets out of it by giving up just the run. To Tejada. Oh. Sawed off, and Ordonez is in right. Makes the catch. Tejada 0 for 3.
Playing baseball today. You're seeing them a little more animated, a little more freestyle, a little freer of themselves, but yet the talent level is
3-1 to Ortiz. That's hanging away.
So this inning was set up to face Alou. Once he got 2 outs, he's
2 on, 2 out, 2-1 to Alou. Back up the middle, and that's going to be good for a single. Ortiz goes to third. Pujols comes home. It's a 3-1 Dominican Republic lead.
No, and that's why you don't pitch around everybody and their brother with 2 outs.
1-1 to Beltre. That ball is ripped to left field, and it is gone. A 3-run home run from Adrian Beltre.
no doubt about it.
Big hug from Big Papi at home plate, as well as Moises Alou. And
You know, you look at Zambrano's inning, he hasn't had a chance to get himself into a good rhythm. Therefore, he hasn't delivered a whole lot.
And they're back throwing pitches right away. And Encarnacion with a single up the middle under the glove of Omar Vizquel. If he could take a timeout, they probably should do it. In the count 1-0. That one's back up the middle. Vizquel, quick flip, and the inning is over. But big time damage done.
There's a big difference in preparation.
Carlos Guillen, no, Soriano couldn't get to that one. Slaps the ground in frustration, but that is a clean single.
So as this thing continues on, to see.
Abreu got jammed. There's no one covering first, but Pujols skates into the bag.
And that was good hands right there. The little one-handed bare hand.
But that's for another day. The major league player on that staff is clearly Cabrera, and he has left the building. Miguel Cabrera's 2-run home run brings the Venezuelans within a couple. This too, the ball is flying in this ballpark. I don't think Moises Alou thought that was going to reach him in left field.
Got it.
Ramon Hernandez ground ball. Beltre fields and throws over to first. Inning over, but we're seeing
Track a minor league player. If you ever get a chance, if you're ever asked, go to winter ball, even if it's only for 1 year.
Soriano rolls one over. Vizquel flips, double play, good scoop at first. And I thought that wasn't the first baseman, although Guillen's used to make it. How baseball players grew up. Oh, he got him with that. Look at Tejada, his 3rd strikeout of the game. He's just confused.
And we, every decision he takes, we're supported because family comes first. A guy like him and a guy like Pedro, we miss him dearly.
You start running around, you stand around for pitches.
Alfonso deep, and it is gone. Edgardo Alfonso hits a home run. The Venezuelans move another run closer. 6-4.
Is he redeemed yet?
Tell you what, after that era, he has been locked and loaded and just unloaded on a Miguel Batista offering.
It's going to be interesting with him.
That's what we talk about, Carl. It is March 7th, and hitters aren't sharp, and neither are pitchers. But
Rivera strikes out. 2 home runs, all of
things, charities.
Ripped, and that is going to drop for a single as Pujols running hard as he can to first, thinking about second. He'll go halfway and turn around, throw over there is not in time.
That's how you're supposed to play.
Let them hold him in the same regard right now as they do.
No, but you know what? What were they talking about during that whole MVP conversation last year? Hey, he's my brother. We're both Dominicans. Yeah, we're coming to you.
Okay. Adrian Beltre strikes out.
Peter, did you hear Carl's question?
Yeah, I heard it. The player there.
Encarnacion lifts one that deep to left field, but this time it'll stay in the yard. No runs across. First 0. Vizquel, good piece of hitting down the line in right. Fair ball and extra bases for Vizquel. Second base with a double. He had a single to lead the game off in the first. Strike 3 and down goes this World Baseball Classic. Abreu gets into one to center field. Tavares is there. Vizquel not going to tag up.
Not on that cannon.
Wow.
He can throw it.
Another well-hit ball off the bat of Cabrera to the gap and over the wall.
I don't know.
Off the wall, not signaled a home run. The 5th run comes across in the form of Vizquel. Have to take a look at this. Every fan from Venezuela is up, and so is Luis Sojo going out. Home run off the wall, but here's the ball. Does it go over the first wall?
Nope.
No, it seems to hit that Budweiser sign and come back in.
Right off the top.
Hit right off the top of the fence and did come back in. That is a...
Ordonez hits it to center field. Tavares is out there. It'll carry him right to the edge of the track, and he brings it in. We're within 1. Nasty pitch. Victor Zambrano continues to be impressive. He gets Alberto Castillo this week. Soriano. Cabrera kicks it. Will he have time? Strong throw.
He got lucky right there. Kicking that junk to his throwing hand.
So 1 second base for the Dominican Republic, replacing Alfonso Soriano, and here you go. Welcome to the game.
We're playing a deep second at that. Teammate, I got you.
Knowing Ozzy like I know.
Accountability that the fans feel to the players. Good off-speed stuff from Tavares. Rivera goes down. We'll continue. 9th inning now. Miguel Tejada. He struck out a lot, so he lays down a bunt. I think his leg is okay, and he's on first.
That's another weapon that he has, and you may not see that in the regular season.
Tejada off. David Ortiz has just hit that ball a mile. Second home run of the game for Ortiz, and the Dominican lead now goes to 8-5.
Well, there'll be no controversy on that one.
Well, he showed him those breaking balls early in the count. You can forget it.
That was your vintage hang 'em and bang 'em type pitch from Hernandez. That was high and hung and soft.
Like I said, he just hit.
First base open. Barely. Pujols just missed it.
I think it was the 2 breaking balls earlier in that bat that allowed him to measure that. You know, you hit with your eyes, and he got a chance to see those breaking balls. And one that was called strike, and then the reaction John was talking about, why did you call that one? And he got one, hung it, hanging big time. He just banged it.
First base open. They pitch to Ortiz, and it comes back to Hunnam big time.
Did they hear that? The truck down there hit off the wall.
Jorge Julio now on to pitch.
Coming and having such a contribution in the big leagues.
Another hit for Moises Alou, Peter.
I think it really started in the mid-'80s. I mean, there have been great players like Felipe Alou, and of course, and then, you know, Juan Marichal and players like that.
It's hard to say. Really,
Ripped into the gap and right off the bat of Beltre. That one is gone as well. 2-run shot for Adrian Beltre. And the Dominican Republic has blown it wide open.
Carl, he talked about the few days he spent in Mariner camp working with Jeff Pentland, the hitting coach, and how they tried to change his stance. He got too over his body and was closing himself off, and he just was not having the sock that we'd seen the year before in L.A. I think the young
beat good hitters, but in this one, it's been the hitters who have won the game for the Dominican Republic.
Rocky, what do you think about Beltre?
The talent,
single.
the talent has always been there. It's just, you know, some question is, you know, did he want to be a superstar? And I think what you're talking about, the extra work.
And 2. It's ball 4, and Jorge Julio's having a real hard time. Luis Soto may have to go back to his bullpen. And this, a wild pitch. Heat to Tavares. That one has popped up. There's your infield fly rule, Harold.
Yes, indeed. They got
Program. Belliard gets around on one. It goes into left field. The 11th run of the game scores as Encarnacion touches home. I should say Beltre touches home.
I mean, they lived through this stuff.
Now Tejada, inning over, but wow, what an inning it was. Cause for celebration.
bringing it.
Vizquel, shallow left field, tailing foul, giving chase, and Alou's going to be there to make the catch. One man down. Carlos Guillen pops that one up. Tavares is there. 2 men down. Down to the final out, Bobby Abreu. Lifted into left center field. Moises Alou is there. And he makes the catch. Look at Tejada raising his arm in celebration.
Well, we talked about before, you play any type of all-star competition, you're going to love playing in that atmosphere as an athlete. And,
this doesn't erase the Caribbean World Series outcome, but you can tell they wanted to win this game. And they're celebrating like they wanted to win this game.
Absolutely. And you know what, like I said, when you talk to the Venezuelan players, they knew the Dominicans were going to give them everything they had coming into this game today, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, these guys were relentless. I mean, they had an offensive onslaught against what we